Matthew Moore's MM Studio. Today is Sunday, September 17th, which means it's time for another shop update. Alright, well, it's been a couple of weeks since the last update, and pretty much that's been because of Irma. So Irma, as you guys know, is a hurricane, and we had family in Florida, and they evacuated the East Coast and came up here to get away from the hurricane. And just like many millions of other people, they lost electricity after and during the hurricane at their house, and they just left when electricity was restored. Thankfully, their house is in really great shape. A little bit of cosmetic stuff, some gates and fences, but all in all, knock on wood, they're pretty well. And I hope all of your families that are in the Florida area or anywhere else that was affected by this are doing well as well. So let's get into what's been going on in the shop. I started on the tool cabinet. If you guys haven't seen it already on Instagram and other places. So big thing here was to get the case together, get the doors together. And if you guys remember, I actually started this project when I was in California before we moved here to Georgia, and it did not go well the first time. That ink jig and I thought I had it, screwed it up. This time around, because I got to use it probably a couple more times, worked out pretty well. So I was able to get it set up after a good amount of trial and error as far as setup. I just kept trying setups. I finally got the fit I was really looking for, as you can see here. So the case is all finger joints. The doors are finger joints as well. There is a shelf here that I did with a dado, and below the shelf is going to be 3 drawers, I believe. That's the plans, and they're going to be full width. There'll be a plane till and saw till and a whole bunch of other stuff here in the cabinet. And then I wanted my doors to be deeper so I could store more stuff in the doors. And so these guys are 2.5 inches deep, and there'll be some stuff on the front, of course. Oh yeah, hinges. So I spent time this week working on the hinges, and I want to get the doors hung. Now I ordered Brusso hinges. These guys are really awesome because they come together just like this. So I've got 3 on each side, and you just take, once you get the doors done, you drop them on top and boom, your doors are hung. Well, I love the tool cabinet I've had, but it's been like 4 or 5 years, something like that. And growing with it, as my tool collection's grown and I use more and more hand tools, not just planes, but other things as well, like drills and stuff like that. There were other ways I wanted to store stuff in the tool cabinet than that one allows me to do. And the drawers I found for myself, I never put anything in there that is really that deep, so height-wise. So I wanted drawers that were not as tall so I could get more storage above the drawers for my planes and saw till and other things like that. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this week, because that brings us up to now. As always, actually, you know what have you guys been doing the last couple weeks? I'm really curious. Let me know. Put that in the comments below. I hope you guys had a good couple of weeks as well. I've been so glad to be able to get back here into the shop. I'm really happy about that. So as always, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the like button, share your timeline, and head over to the MM Studio page and like us there as well. And as always, have a great week in your shop.